Well, the first wave of licensed Ontario pot shops are open for business today, almost half a year later than in other provinces. For more, let's go live to downtown Toronto, where BNN Bloomberg's George-Cosh is at one of the new locations. David, we were showing the lineup ahead of the 9 o'clock opening of how many people were there. Kind of felt like an Apple product release at some of the Apple stores.
Yes, exactly like an Apple launch, but a little different product. There's been a lot of activity here at the Honey Pot, Toronto's only legal cannabis store that will be open on April 1st. There's been dozens of purchases made already. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of interest here, a lot of curious visitors, patrons coming in and just checking out the store. There's 4 levels of accessories, of cannabis. People are being educated by bud tenders. And as well, I have with me the owner of the Honey Pot here, Honey Gowrie. Honey, how are you today?
Good, good. Thank you for having me.
Very good to have you. I just kind of want to begin by asking you, Honey, I don't think you really wanted to get into the cannabis business, but why did you decide to apply for the lottery license back in January?
You know what? I think I said this a couple times before, but being a part of a lot of different industries, like the wireless industry, the real estate industry, and just meeting a lot of people in the business that I'm in right now, there was a lot of talk about the cannabis industry. It was an emerging industry, and I've had a passion for running businesses all my life. It was just once the opportunity came up, whether it was through the lottery and then getting selected for the lottery, it was just something that I wanted to be a part of. It just was waiting for the opportunity.
And walk me through the past couple months, because you've got the license issued, you've had to go through all these steps in order to open your doors, and you've probably spent a lot of money just building out this facility. Can you kind of give me an idea and some perspective on how the past couple months have been for you?
You know what? From the day that my name was announced, it's been like go right from day one, right? The first thing I did was just kind of put a team together from all the important aspects that are needed to build a business. And then the second part of it was finding a space that allowed me to be able to hit the deadline, right? I did, scout a lot of different places, and this one over here, we really lucked out with not having to do too much reno to it, because it's a beautiful space on its own. And then at the end, also just focusing on the part that we love, which is design, right? It wasn't all, me, it was the designers that really made this come to life. The design companies that we worked with, the architects that we work with, the marketing companies that we worked with, honestly, they played a crucial role into making this all come to life in the time frame that we had. And then behind the scenes, it was kind of putting the business side together, right? The hiring of the employees, making sure that we're getting the right quality employees that we want, the bud tenders that we want, to make sure that we're giving the experience of the vision that we had, right? Being the first of 25 there's a lot of pressure, but that just kind of makes sure that we're double, triple checking all our decisions, right? To make sure that it's in line with setting the right path for the industry.
Now, there's a lot of retailers across Ontario that have partnered with some nationwide cannabis retailers as well. You've decided to be independent. Can you kind of explain the decision why you wanted to do this venture on your own?
There's a couple aspects to it. One was, to actually navigate through the process within the time frame. We, as per the suggestion of my legal counsel, we played out different scenarios, and one scenario was me doing it on my own. Was there financial needs there? Yes. Was the team available? Yes. But if we went down the other path, there was a lot of unknowns, right? How much involvement would there be in the decision making? How much, variables would I be able to control? And because there was no answers to that, this was the sure way that I could feel confident in making sure that this comes to life.
And just before we let you go, Honey, are you concerned about any supply issues? I understand that the stores to start will have 100 kilograms of cannabis delivered in storage, and weekly there'll be 25 kilograms delivered for your purchase orders. Are you concerned going forward that your store may be dry sooner than you'd like?
You know what? It really will, I think, come down to the demand as well. a lot of that has to do with how many stores are available and selling, right? If we're the only ones in Toronto and that stays like that for the next couple of weeks, then, supply, depending on how the demand is and it's consistent, the supply might be an issue, but we're stocking up weekly, and there's enough selection for our clients, for our customers. So we're not concerned too much, but it really comes down to how many other stores are open, and that will dictate, how it runs, right?
Honey Gowrie, thank you very much for your time. That was Honey Gowrie, the owner and operator of the Honey Pot, the very first legal cannabis store to open in Toronto. John Amber, back to you.